everybody, welcome back to my channel on YouTube. My name is Dean and I'm very happy that you're back. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite sport of all time, basketball. Because I love it so much, and as you might know, on this channel I love talking about things that I love. Now, if you aren't a fan of basketball or the NBA in general, or not really aware of like what's ever happened, obviously I hope you clicked on the video because you're a fan of my content, and hey, maybe you're like, you know what? I'll listen, I'll learn. Basketball holds a special place in my heart because it's the first sport I ever actually practiced and worked hard to get pretty good at. And in my leisure time, which is right now, I watch so many NBA YouTubers. Three of my favorites are Johnny Arnett, Andy Hoops, and Mike Korzemba. They have amazing NBA theory videos, they have cool NBA fact videos, and they have interesting conspiracy theory videos on the NBA, and I love them. Also, the NBA YouTube community has the most insane thumbnails I've ever seen in my life. And I watch those videos so often that sometimes I'm like, man, I want to make videos about basketball. So I'm making one. And it's the only sport that I watch on television on a regular basis. Always has been, always will be. Baseball is too slow for me. Hockey is toxic. Soccer is... Football takes a while. Tennis is whatever. Golf, I'll play it. I don't know if I'll watch it. And I guess that's all the sports I know. Now, I fell in love with basketball as a child because my dad was a sportscaster, and every time he saw me take a little bit of interest in a sport, he would throw me right into that sport and hope I was better at it than he was when he tried it when he was a child. I tried an assortment of different sports, a sportman, and the only one I ever really liked was basketball. Once I started watching basketball consistently in the year 2008, I was hooked immediately. The 2008 to 2009 NBA season was the first season I ever paid full attention to. Now, I was in the 8th grade. I realized that I had things to talk about with other friends in my class when it came to the subject. I realized that I liked a lot of different players for their skills on the court and also their personalities off the court. And that's one of my favorite things about basketball, is that all they wear is the jerseys and the shoes. There's no helmets, there's no pads. They're just out there fully, and you see their faces, and you see the emotion, and you see the passion, and you see the intensity.
Down court, here comes Brown!
And when they're not doing interviews, and when they're not off living their regular lives, well, not really regular, when they're not living their lives, they let their game speak. And I think that's amazing. And ever since that NBA season, I have been obsessed with the numerous ways one could score a basket. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I know all the old heads. I know who Wilt Chamberlain is, I know who Bill Russell is, I know who Oscar Robertson is, I know who Kareem is, I know who Bill Walton is, alright? I know Elvin Hayes, I know Julius Erving, I know Moses Malone, I know Artis Gilmore, I know Jordan, Magic, Bird, I know the fellas, alright? I've done my research. It's not my fault when I was born, and it's not my fault when I started to pay attention to something. No matter what, I got it done, okay? I have made up for lost time, trust me. I would take such a liking to Dwight Howard as a child, and then my dad would walk in the room and be like, oh, you should have seen Kareem. Oh, you should have seen Wilt, man, that guy. Yeah, well, I didn't, okay? Oh, did you know Wilt scored 100 in a game? Cool. Oh, and it was all by word of mouth? Great! Try passing the ball next time, you fucking sex addict. Stuff just gets better with time, for God's sake. Some of the NBA players back in the 60s and 70s were smoking cigarettes at halftime and fucking snorting lines and shit. If Kobe Bryant went back to the 60s to play a full season, he would average 98 points a game. Now, I'm not really too proud of a lot of my academic achievements, but I am proud about my knowledge of NBA basketball because it's something I study, it's something I can constantly reference. I love it so much that it started to rub off on some of my friends. My best friends, Jacob and Kurtis, because of me, I'm not saying I deserve anything for this, but what I'm saying is that if they never met me, they wouldn't give a shit about basketball as much as they do now. And that's something that we all share. We go to Raptors games once a year, we talk about basketball, and Jacob is now a super fan because I lived with him for 5 years, and he would watch me watch basketball highlights every morning, and then he would start to watch them with me, and he really started to appreciate the sport. I play online with him all the time. I play online with my good friend Jake Doolittle all the time. It's a lot of fun, and I get super angry, and sometimes I dent the coffee table in my living room with the controller. Now, having said that, I do owe a great deal of my love for the NBA to one of my best childhood friends, Cameron Meaney. Buddy, I hope you're watching this. Because Cam, of course you remember this, we went to basketball camp like a bunch. We played basketball all the time in your driveway and at Veterans Park. Every single day in my first year of high school, I would go to Cam's house to play a game of NBA 2K10, and my life has never been the same because I saw how passionate I'm talking to you, Cam. I'm first of all, as a child, too passionate about basketball. I didn't get it. I thought you were fucking weird. But then I was like, no, it's cool that someone loves something this much, because I didn't have anything really. Like, I was like, yeah, basketball's cool, relax. But you didn't care. You love basketball, and now I love it just as much as you, and thank you. Cam, you probably kept me out of a lot of trouble, so thank you so much. Anyway, I'm gonna cry. So when I started loving basketball in the year 2008, when I was in 8th grade, it was the 08-09 season. It's crazy how time flies. Here's what was up that season. The Oklahoma City Thunder became a team. They went from being the Seattle Supersonics, they got bought out, and they moved to Oklahoma City. And fun fact, Russell Westbrook was the last player ever drafted by that team. Because the draft took place, the Seattle Sonics drafted Russell Westbrook, and then a couple months later, they were moved to Oklahoma City. Check out this draft day photo. Carmelo Anthony got a bald fade after having braids for like 10 years. And I remember it being like a headline on like SportsCenter, like Carmelo Anthony got a haircut, and everyone was like, okay. Allen Iverson also did it that year too for the 2009 All-Star game. He got rid of his braids and it was like a big thing.
Oh, what, 13 years, 14 years? Oh, I'm hurt, dog. 13 years. I'm hurt, dog.
Jose Calderon of the Toronto Raptors was shooting 98% from the free throw line. Brandon Roy was still amazing. Dikembe Mutombo retired, Alonzo Mourning retired, and Sam Cassell retired. Derrick Rose won Rookie of the Year. Danny Granger won Most Improved Player. Dwight Howard won Defensive Player of the Year. Dwayne Wade was the scoring champ. LeBron James won MVP. The Charlotte Bobcats sucked. Chris Paul and the New Orleans Hornets were pretty fun. In November of 2009, in a game between the Boston Celtics and the New Orleans Hornets, Rajon Rondo was quoted saying, "You're never gonna get a ring," to Chris Paul. Also, like I said, Derrick Rose won Rookie of the Year, and in his playoff debut, he set scoring records in the first round of the playoffs against the defending champion Boston Celtics. In my opinion, that is the best series ever. I swear, every single game went to overtime. One of them even went to quadruple overtime. And the Bulls lost in the first round, but it was an amazing series. I remember just being so amazed by his play style. And that summer, me and my mom went to New York. She took me there for a late birthday gift. And it was my first time ever being there, and I loved it, and I wanted to go to the NBA store so badly. It was unbelievable. It was a dream come true. And I didn't have too much money on me because I was 13. We went out for lunch with my rich cousins, Carolyn and Dave, and they gave me some birthday money, like as a gift, because they couldn't see me on my birthday. And me and my mom got into a taxi, and I said, "We're going back to the NBA store." And my mom was like, "You just got that money as a gift." And I was like, "Can we please go back to the NBA store? Please, please, please." And she was like, "Yes, okay, fine." And then I bought it. And I still have it. And I love it. Everybody thought that they were gonna see LeBron James and Kobe Bryant meet in the NBA Finals that year. But the Orlando Magic, with Defensive Player of the Year Dwight Howard, beat LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then met the LA Lakers with Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher in the NBA Finals. And then Kobe Bryant, as amazing of a basketball player as he was, there was still weight on his shoulders because he had won 3 championships in the early 2000s with Shaquille O'Neal as his running mate, and people thought that he couldn't do it on his own, and he did. In 2009, he captured his first championship without Shaquille O'Neal. He had an amazing supporting cast, but he proved himself to be a true champion. Anyway, people fall because other guys are so fast with the ball. People jump over other people and throw a ball as hard as they can through a rim.
Gerald Green, look at the explosion. That's insane. Green says, "Okay, we're not scoring a lot, but at least I'm going to come up with the most impressive."
Sometimes the microphones pick up what players are saying, and it's hilarious.
Shit out here, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Your face.
I play like shit.
Sometimes people try to dunk the ball as hard as they can, and a larger player blocks it. Do you guys understand how that can't be taught? That's incredibly difficult. Dunking is one thing, but blocking a dunk?
Royce O'Neal on the break. AD met him up top. He's got automatic, didn't he?
I don't know why you would think that. You got best shot block.
So basically what I'm gonna do in this video is show you guys the reason why this sport is just the best in my opinion. So I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite player interactions, whether it's verbal or physical, and then Just a lot of my favorite plays, ones that most people have forgotten.
Double team, you just saw a willing passer down there as well.
Oh, slammed in by Shumpert.
They talk about the parting of the Red Sea.
When it comes to the NBA, I'm a little bit of a hipster just in the sense that I like the deep cuts. You know what I mean? I like weird things. I like obscure players. I like plays everybody forgot about. This might be my favorite play of all time.
Matthews turns on the Jets, and it's blocked inside by Bob Mute.
Once again, Blazers are trying to do it too much.
Hudson rejects it. They lob to Barnett.
This is just an incredible sequence. I love how excited the commentators get. I love how excited everyone in the crowd gets. Like, you see everyone stand up at the same time and it fires me absolutely northern. This is an unexplainable Carmelo Anthony incident.
Last night, but watch Melo hits his head on Kevin Durant's hit, and he went down, briefly lost consciousness there on the floor. But
yeah, they actually played better defense, and wow, J.R. Smith is really looking. Oh my god!
Oh my god, guys! Like, take a timeout. What are you doing?
J.R. Smith is really looking. Oh my god! They gave up a layup.
Take a break. He was okay. Apparently he blacked out. He hit his head and it kind of tweaked his neck, but he was okay. Sometimes I actually can't believe that this happens. It blows my mind that some players are fast enough to make other players fall.
Perhaps some of the defensive philosophies that
Oh no. Like, just being like, ugh. He's playing for the home team too, so everyone in the arena just went, oh no!
goes down.
Well, he's going to be on the video.
That's awesome. This is burned into my brain. I can't believe this, man. A guy like a few inches taller than me, who's way more athletically gifted, obviously, just takes 2 dribbles and does this. When I was in the 11th grade, we had to do a project about like one of our heroes and make like a really nice like PowerPoint presentation and like with slides and stand in front of the class in front of the screen that was pulled down and then use the projector and blah 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 blah. And I did mine on Derrick Rose and how amazing and transcendent he is in the NBA. And I showed this video, I swear to God, and a girl named Karen who loved horses said, he's tan. And I went, he's black. And that was, I think, one of the first times I ever made like more than 10 people laugh super hard and while I was standing up. And then I was like, I'm gonna do comedy. Even though it wasn't a joke, I was just saying something super duper obvious that everyone else knew. But that was foreshadowing a lot of things. Thanks, Karen, I hope you're well. Anywho, everyone forgets about this dunk and everything that leads up to it is perfect. Like, he splits 2 defenders, he goes in between them and they're like, where'd he go? And then he...
Nuggets wins 14 of 16.
Oh, Eric Bledsoe with a highlight reel dunk, and that's got the whole Suns bench up.
Make sure I get this one.
Yo, look at the bench lose their marbles. Did you guys know that San Antonio has like a bat problem sometimes?
There are 4. There are 4 bats in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and there's guano on the court.
They're stopping play.
There's guano. This is not...
Is there a cave nearby?
It's super duper weird, and Manu Ginobili, who played for the Spurs for quite a long time, has taken out a bat that has been bothering the arena during a game.
Manu's tired of that stinking delay.
Sean, that's our AT&T connection of the game right there.
Yeah, it was Manu.
Everyone else is like, ew, and he's like, I'll get it. NBA players swearing in interviews, these are 2 of the best.
I know you were frustrated at how the officiating went down the stretch there.
Blew the first question.
But you guys pulled it out and it was a big win.
We're gonna pay good money to come watch these athletes play and they try to take over the fucking game.
Shaq, we're on live. I know.
I don't give a shit. Thanks for sticking up for us, Shaquille O'Neal, because we do pay good money to come see. And the refs are trying to take over the fucking game. And if we're on live, I don't give a shit. Go off, King. Here's another good one.
Take it away, Jim. Steve, what happened there at the end of the half?
They call some bullshit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Game, however, how did you manage this?
Playing hard. If the refs...
Oh, don't keep trying to interview him if he already answered you like that and then walked away. What are you doing?
Don't keep acting like that. We ain't gonna keep playing like this.
There's absolutely no excuse whatsoever for Steve Francis to come up with language like that.
Shut up, Bill Walton. You're fucking weird. Go wash your feet. The best modern NBA alley-oop of all time. Like, ever. It's bullshit. Just listen to it.
Here
comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Every single person is like checking to see if the guy who was trying to block the shot, Brandon Knight, who is no longer in the NBA, is dead. You hear the ball get thrown through the hoop by DeAndre Jordan, and then directly following that sound is the sound of Brandon Knight's body slamming on the wood. Who's that in the corner who just ran away? Oh, it's Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes went, oh my god, like it was a crime scene. He ran away.
Anyone we saw from Blake. Absolutely.
That would hurt so bad.
As good as anybody anywhere.
As Brandon Knight, Lamar Odom walked all the way down to the other end of the floor.
Blake Griffin's like, finish him! Kill him! I love basketball so much. I didn't want to spend too much time looking at highlights. I kind of wanted to show you guys some stuff that I have, like in my bedroom. I have a lot of NBA related things, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to talk about them. So I have quite a collection of NBA jerseys and t-shirts and sweaters, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen them like on my Instagram and stuff like that. I wear them all the time because I just think basketball is such a fun sport. But I'm going to show you guys my jersey collection because I'm very proud of it. You got to start with, you know, the GOAT.
It became personal with me.
You guys already saw it, my Derrick Rose jersey. I have a lot of jerseys that are kind of like, wow, huh. And that's my favorite type of jersey, are the ones that are like, yo, is that my Darren Williams Utah Jazz jersey? This is my Monte Ellis Golden State Warriors jersey. Obviously, I have a Vince Carter Toronto Raptors jersey. I got this in New York City when I was with Kurtis and Jacob in 2016. I used a credit card to buy it, and I've been paying it off ever since. This is my Portland Trailblazers Rasheed Wallace jersey. I was with my friends Stu and Ross at a thrift shop one time, and they went, yo, and then they pulled this out, and I was like, don't care how much it is, I'm going to buy it. And I've been paying it off ever since. This is my Dwayne Wade Miami Heat jersey. Love Dwayne Wade. Carmelo Anthony New York Knicks jersey. The first season that he was there. Blake Griffin Los Angeles Clippers jersey. And then this is my Rip Hamilton Detroit Pistons jersey. I don't know what this video is. Like, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I just love basketball. It's fucking awesome. Okay, if you've already tuned out, sorry. If this video is underperforming, so be it. It's not like any of the other ones are fucking taken off. I've also made some of my own concept jerseys, and I've made a list of basketball jersey do's and don'ts, okay? Now, you can disagree with anything that I say, but just remember that we are allowed to disagree because we can still be friends. This is my Vancouver Cock and Seattle Shit concept jerseys. I made them the MTL Furries. This is Cum City. This is my Putah Jizz jersey. See that guy right there? He's coming. This is what I do at work. So this is my favorite. I think this would really work as an NBA expansion team. This could be a lot of fun. The Hamilton Darts. Because Hamilton is just one big cigarette. It's the armpit of Ontario. Jacob and I, we made a concept jersey. It's called the Jacob Cancers. It's pretty cool. I drew him. That's a picture of him getting a catheter shoved up his cock. Was that too much? I don't give a shit. You know when your camera's out of focus just for like a couple shots and you're like, whatever, man. So I have made a list of basketball jersey do's and don'ts, and I hope you enjoy it. When it comes to super popular jerseys, it's like whatever, but when it comes to like rare jerseys, that's great. But there's certain ones that fall in the middle that they just bug me. I don't know why. It's lame. I don't know. I think a lot of sports fans can agree. Now, obviously, do not get a custom jersey with your name stitched on the back. It's weird, and it could confuse some new fans of the sport or the team. Now, this is not an NBA jersey, but I just have to get it off my chest. If you own a Will Smith Bel Air Academy basketball jersey from the show The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, fuck off. Those are super duper corny. Dennis Rodman Chicago Bulls jerseys, I'm tired of them. Yeah, I got this jersey because he was the wild one and I am too. No. Dennis Rodman Pistons jerseys and Dennis Rodman Spurs jerseys, A-okay, brothers and sisters. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen Bulls jerseys, great, of course. Current Stephen Curry Golden State Warriors jerseys, it's just kind of, come on, you know? Get like a cool Stephen Curry like rookie jersey where they had the old stitches on them, you know? Kevin Durant Golden State jerseys, never. Only Kevin Durant Sonics and Oklahoma City Thunder jerseys. Please and thank you. Now, Klay Thompson Golden State Warriors jerseys, those are great. Everyone loves Klay. Shaquille O'Neal Miami Heat jerseys, no. Shaq on the Lakers and Magic, yeah. Here's another jersey I have a problem with. The Toronto Raptors Tracy McGrady jersey. I think those are lame. I think the only reason fans buy those is because they didn't know that he played for the Raptors, because he was here for a very short time. And also when he was here, he wasn't even that good. He was very young and he was still developing. I just think since he became bigger after the Raptors, it's cool to own a jersey of a team that he was, and it's not, no. Be a regular guy and get a Tracy McGrady Orlando Magic or Houston Rockets jersey. Obviously Vince Carter Toronto, A-okay. Anything Portland Trailblazers, anything Charlotte Hornets, anything Sacramento Kings, and anything Washington Wizards is A-okay with me. I love that. Good for you. Also, anything New Orleans Hornets, anything New Orleans Pelicans, great. Any Atlanta Hawks jersey is great too. Dallas Mavericks Dirk Nowitzki jersey, yes. Dallas Mavericks Steve Nash jersey, yes. Phoenix Suns Steve Nash jersey, I just think they're ugly. Unless it's his rookie year when they still had when they were still in the Barkley era. Phoenix Amari Stoudemire jersey? Yeah. Barkley? Yeah. Kyrie Irving Cleveland Cavalier jerseys only. No Celtics, no Nets. LeBron James Cleveland Cavalier jerseys, but only from his rookie year to 2010 before he left for the Miami Heat. Not his return in 2014. I just think, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. No one's arguing with me in this room, so LeBron on the Heat, only if it's the Latina Knights and they say El Heat on them, I think those are dope. Lakers, no. New York Knicks Amari Stoudemire jersey, no. Seattle Supersonics and Milwaukee Bucks Ray Allen, yes. Ray Allen on the Celtics, no. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that because that's where he won his championship, but it just looks weird to me. If I see a Celtics jersey out and about, mostly on St. Patrick's Day, that's when you see them, and it's not a Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, or even a Rajon Rondo jersey, I'm just like, that's kind of weird. Also, it'd be very cool if someone had an Isaiah Thomas one. Chris Paul on the New Orleans Hornets, yeah. Chris Paul on the Phoenix Suns, yeah. No Chris Paul OKC, no Chris Paul Clippers, no Chris Paul Rockets. James Harden on the Oklahoma City Thunder, yeah. Rockets, but only the one that says H-Town. I like those. This list is getting worse. Also, do not buy a jersey of a player who is significantly younger than you. When I see a 45-year-old father wearing a Luka Doncic jersey, I'm like, come on, man. Now, maybe some of that was relatable, but I don't know. This video was a bit confusing. This video was different for me, and I had fun making it and stuff, and I hope all of you stuck around. I know this was a bit of a long one, but I'm still trying my best out here. I kind of went away for about 2 weeks, but I will be more consistent. I'm trying my best. I hope you all are too, but in the meantime, please subscribe to my podcast YouTube channel, which is the Clean Hamster Podcast. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Like and subscribe to this channel for commentary. I'm gonna be trying new things. I'm gonna be trying out new ideas, you know what I mean? This whole thing is a big trial and error process, so thanks for being with me here on this fun journey. I'm gonna put links to all my socials down below. I'm gonna put links to the podcast down below, and maybe I'll write a fun little message down there for you guys to read. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Thank you very much for the continued support. Love you with my big butt.